Hello, and welcome to the Tantrum House Playthrough Show. I'm Katie.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Hannah Vanna.
And tonight we are playing Finspan, which is the third game in the Span trilogy. Mm-hmm. So, Wingspan, Wormspan, and Finspan. Now this is a sponsored playthrough, so thank you to Stonemaier Games for allowing us to do this playthrough so you all who are watching can get a feel for the game. So we have already set up the game. This is 3 players. It plays up to 5. And we each have a hand of cards. It's open information, so we have them kind of on the rails of our table here. I'm not going to give you all the rules up front. We're going to talk through the game as we play so you can kind of get a feel for it as we are taking our turns. Now, who did we decide was going to be the first?
I am going first.
You're going first? Okay.
I am the first. Here's my first player token. We'll leave that there. All right. So on my first turn, I'm going to take one of my divers and choose what action I'm doing. I'm going to put it up here in my play fish area. I'm not sure if you quite see that. And then I'm going to choose one of my cards. I'm actually I'm going to choose the Mandarin fish, which is my most colorful one.
Definitely the
and
prettiest
then
fish
I'm
you
going to choose, I have to choose to put it in the sun.
Oh, you have to come down.
Where am I going to see this people? Okay. I'm going to put it in the sunshine spot. And then I have to pay one of the cards in my hand to place it. So I'm choosing to place it on my board, picking one of my cards to go into my discard pile, and my turn is done.
So you have a when played ability on that card.
Yes,
so that activates immediately as Hannah plays it. And it says that she draws 3 cards and then she gets to lay an egg on a fish that doesn't already have an egg on it.
And so I'll go ahead and place it on the one I just did. And there's not a hand limit in this game?
There is not a hand limit. So we each have 6 divers, so we're going to be taking 6 turns each round. The game is played over 4 rounds. So Katie,
All right, so I'm the only one that hasn't played before, so you'll have to forgive me if I make a lot of mistakes. I'll probably make some real tactical mistakes early on. So I'm going to also play a fish. I'm choosing the blue lantern fish, and I'm doing it specifically because it has a specialty thing here. It's bioluminescent, and at the end of our first week, we are going to be scoring an extra point for each of the tags on the fish. And these are the specialty tags. It has this special tag, so I'm going to choose this fish. He has to go in this zone here, and then the cost is laying down 2 of my cards from my hand, so I will discard those. Those go into your own discard pile because there are ways to pick those back up later. When played, I get to draw 4 extra fish, which is awesome. Give me some options, and that's the end of my turn.
Well, I'm going to do basically the same thing that the other ladies have done, and I'm going to play a fish. I am going to play the orange Ruffy. He is a starter fish. He has a special tag on him that shows that it's a starter one. These are a little easier to put out and have good benefits. He's going to cost 2 fish to my personal discard pile. And then he has to go in the twilight or midnight zones. I am going to put him in this first column. When played, I get to draw 3 cards, and then it has a little fishbone symbol, which means I get to go into my discard pile and pull 1 back out.
One of the ones you just played.
Yes. You can always choose any fish from your discard.
Okay.
All right.
All right. For my second choice, I'm also going to do a dish. I want to do a card again. This time, it's this really weird
Oh,
snipe eel. You have to
it's-
look at it the entire game, Katie.
Oh,
I
it's so
apologize.
ugly. It looks like a nightmare.
I'm gonna still put it in this first column. I'm gonna pay my 2 cards for it. This is an activated ability, so it's only if I go diving later we'll show you how that works. But that is my turn.
All right. I am going to play the Diamond Stingray as my next one. Much cuter than your nasty nightmare
Are
creature.
you judging my fish
I
already?
am totally judging your fish. So this Diamond Stingray has a cost of an egg. So that's not great, but I will have to do it because I want him out. He's got 2 tags, which is great. So I do that. He has to go in the sunlight zone, and then I actually can take 3 from my discard pile.
Ooh.
I only have 2, but I'm going to take those, and then I can move one of my young or school of young to a different spot. I will move it. I can only move orthogonally, so I should say. So I'm going to move it all the way up here. For kicks and giggles.
Do you want any strategy?
Sure, give me some strategy.
Advice? Since Katie hasn't played before, I would line it up to somewhere where you think you're going to put other eggs, so it's easier to get them together.
Oh.
So you could even put them on a fish that you think you might put eggs on and then hatch.
Maybe I'll do that.
So. That's your freebie for first time.
Thank you.
And for those at home who are watching as well.
Yes, there's a spatial element with how you move your young around and where you put your eggs. All right, I am going to also play a fish on this turn. Make sure, Katie, make sure you put one of your divers up at the top.
Oh, yes.
Because we don't want to get near the end of the round and you think you have 2 actions left and you only actually have 1. That has happened to some friends of ours before.
A very easy mistake.
Okay, I am going to... Choices.
I only planned out so many turns. We're getting to a place where it's going to take longer to
start. Yeah.
I'm going to play a Great Northern Tilefish, who does have one of the tags that we're looking for this round. It costs 2 cards into my discard and an egg. Let's see. Spend that egg. It does not have a when played. It has a power when it is activated later.
Okay.
All right, for the first time, I'm going to do the other action that you can do on your turn. I'm actually going to go diving in this first column.
Ooh.
So for diving, every section's going to have a benefit that gets something, and then when you reach each of the cards, some of them are going to activate additional benefits. So for example, in the sunshine lighter section here, I'm doing the first column. I have a fish in that section, so I'm going to get 1 card.
Okay.
And then I swim down to the next section, and I do have a fish in there, even though it's the ugly snipe eel.
Ugh,
I get an additional card, but this one has an activation. All players are going to get a pearl. What is it called?
Egg.
An egg.
A fish egg.
Everyone can get a fish egg.
Ooh.
And I also got, and then my final section has a fish. It's the one printed on the board. So for that, I'm getting an additional card. And now, since I've swam all the way to the bottom and it's my first diver, I have a special benefit. And for the first column, it is I get to take 1 of my cards from my discard and put it back in my hand.
I think we should
Very
note here
nice.
that regular divers don't get to go to the midnight zone. Like human divers don't actually.
These are very,
that.
very special divers.
Yeah.
Okay, that is my turn.
Okay.
And now I have to...
Now it's my turn, and I am going to want to play this, but I'm a little nervous. So I'm going to be eating up some stuff if I do this.
I know. They're like, oh, the powers. Where did they go? How many points are they? All sorts of.
All right, I'm gonna discard this fish to do this one. I'm gonna put it. I'm getting a red scorpion fish. It's got 2 of those tags on it that we want, and I think I'm gonna put it here. Nope, I'm gonna put it here. And then I'm going to have to eat an egg and a fish, a young, because he's got some harsh stuff that he does, and I don't doesn't have any immediate benefits. So that was that. It was a hefty price, but it was willingly paid. All right, there we go. And I actually spent my little diver that time. So.
All right, I'm going to play another fish. This one has several of the tags that we're looking for this round. It is a stone fish. So I'm going to put my diver up into the fish action. I have to spend a card, put it into my personal discard pile, and an egg. All right. That is my turn. We're halfway through this first week.
Whew.
3 actions left.
I know. I hope I'm timing everything
I have not
correctly.
gotten nearly as many symbols as the rest of you that are needed for this one. But I can spend... I'm going to play another fish card. Put that symbol there. I got my football fish.
What?
Ooh.
It's, I don't
An
think-
anglerfish,
does it really
it looks like.
look like a
Yep.
football?
But it's called a football fish?
It's called a football fish.
Oh my.
Isn't it? It's the football
It looks like a little bit like a Frankenstein.
A fish that you will never forget.
Yeah.
I am going to put it hopefully down here for 2. What other card do I want to get rid of? 2 cards. For 2 cards, and I do have to pay a young for that one as well. And that is my turn.
All right. On my turn, I'm going to go diving.
Diving. Where are you going?
I'm going to dive in this section, and I'm going to get an egg.
Because you have a fish in
Because I
that
have
section.
a fish in this section. And then I'll come here, and I'll get an egg, because I have a fish here. And I can put it on any of them,
Yes,
correct?
you can put it on any fish
Could be
that
on
doesn't
any-
have an egg.
Any fish without an egg. I'll do that one. And then I don't have anything there, but I can do an additional egg because it's my first dive. And I will put it here. And then
He stays down there and he
there.
covers the symbol
Oh.
to show that it has been
It's been done.
used.
Okay.
All right, I am also going to go diving. I'm going to dive in the first column to get some cards. I don't have anything in this first section, so no card there. I do have a fish here, so I get to draw a card. Going to come down to this section. There's a pre-printed fish, so another card. And then I get to rescue a fish out of my discard pile. And that is my
We
turn.
do have a joke in the comment section.
Okay. What is it?
Have you heard of the one-armed fisherman? He caught a fish this big.
Oh, right. That big.
That big. Okay. Sorry, I thought it was... Thank you.
Hannah was amused.
I was amused. All right, I'm going to play another card. I'm going to pay for it with a card and an egg. I will take this egg and pay for it
Why are you getting all the ugly fish?
because I think even ugly fish need to be loved and played too.
Right.
And I also wanted to save all the beautiful ones for you, Katie.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
That was my skipjack tuna.
Oh. No, I was talking about
This
your
one,
that
did you
ugly
see
one.
the? Look at the mouth on that thing.
Oh yeah, I
look at the
also
mouth.
have a stoplight loose jaw.
Ugh.
I always thought about playing it just for your.
Yes.
It can stay here on top so you can look at it.
No thanks. Okay, so on my turn, I'm going to dive in the section where you can hatch baby fish. So I'm going to hatch a fish here.
You just flip it over because it's double-sided.
Oh yeah, it is double-sided. I forgot about that.
Yay.
Okay.
So you're actually hatching it.
Do this. I'm going to do this one. Hatch that baby fish. And then...
Oh, you have a when if activated power.
Oh, I can move. Ooh, I can move fish. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I have no fish to move. Is it all players or just her?
Just her.
Okay.
I want to make schools because they are good points at the end of the game, but our week 3 goal is having young, and that's without schools, right?
That's a long ways off.
That is
No.
That is like an additional 7 turns before that happens.
No, but now I'm like, oh, I could do it.
Actually, it's 12 turns
12.
before that happens.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay. Can I still lay an egg on this if I do
You
that?
can.
Okay. All right, so I do that, and I have this is just moving. I thought I was going to get an additional hatch.
It's moving at the bottom.
Oh, poo. I miscalculated on that one. Oh, well.
Ah, yes, how much do I have going on? All right, I am diving down the middle column, which is the egg-laying column. So I have a fish in this first area, which lets me lay an egg. I have, if activated, I can move a young or a school. So I'm going to move this guy up 1. He can go anywhere in that column, but I'm going to leave him there. Pre-printed fish, so I get another egg. I'm going to put it on that guy. No fish here, but the bonus at the bottom is another egg. Put that there.
Okay. For my final turn of week 1, I'm also going to go diving, but I am going to get more cards to hopefully set myself up for week 2, since I don't have anything that gives me extra points. So I'm getting a card for 1 in the first section, a card in the second section. All players get a egg.
Ooh, thank you, Hannah.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
And
Oh,
then
where am I gonna put an
another. You're welcome. That is kind of the point. I'm hoping eventually it's useless for you because y'all give you too many eggs, and that is my turn.
And since that's the second diver that's gone down that column, that shaft, he doesn't get the extra bonus.
Not this round. It will reset for week 2.
Okay. On my last turn, I am going to get cards. So I have nothing in this zone. I have 1 card here, and then additional card here, and then I may retrieve my last one out of here.
Got any exciting ones?
I got some ugly ones. It makes me think it should have been Hannah's. The common fang tooth.
Which means there is a uncommon fang tooth
I guess
somewhere.
so, yeah.
So I'm having a dilemma. Choices.
Oh no, the AP is happening already.
So I could play a fish to tie Katie on the same number of symbols that are
Yeah.
going to be scored at the end of this round to
why
get
would that
an
matter?
extra 3 points, because
Yep.
whoever has the who scores the most in the weekly goal gets an extra 3 points. So I could put that fish out to tie her, and we would both get the 3 points. I was planning to go diving and hatch a bunch of fishies and move them around and make a school. I don't know that this is a fish that I really care about, so I'd only be doing it for this round. So I think I'm going to stick with the diving and let Katie have the honors.
Oh, that's so nice, Melissa.
We're way too nice.
So I'm going to hatch a fish. So I'm going to hatch there. Ooh, I already have 2 together now.
That seems fishy.
I'm going to come here and
Hannah, I'm going to use that so many
an
times.
egg into a young. Oh, this, if activated, hatches 2 more.
That's so nice. I wish I had
Yeah.
one that sort of ability.
That is where some of these cards you're like, ooh, I would like to do a whole bunch at once.
And then I am going to come down to the bottom, which gives me the bonus of moving a fish I'm going to put them together. I have 3 stacked. They automatically become a school of fish, and these young go away. Dun dun dun. That is the end of week 1.
So we are now looking at all of the symbols that will be next to the names of our card besides the predator symbol and counting up how many we have. Oh, look, I have 1. Look at that.
So Hannah gets 1 point.
I get a point.
I
Melissa?
have 3.
So you get 3 points.
I had 5.
5 plus you have the most points, so you get additional 3, so you're getting 8. 1, 3, and 8. That is where we're at right now.
Dun dun dun.
Wow. You have nice handwriting, Hannah.
Thank you. My mother would be very proud of me.
So now we retrieve all of our divers back to us. We move the marker to the next week, which Hannah has already done, and we rotate the first player token clockwise. All of this is written on the handy dandy achievement week board.
That's kind.
So you don't have
nice.
to remember all the steps.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And we are going for medium fish. This
Medium
time.
fish have risen in popularity.
Correct.
Okay, I really want some fish that give me these cool abilities like you have here where you can hatch some fish. Nearly all of mine are retrieve fish from your discard pile, and because of that, I don't have any cards in my discard pile. So that's kind of lame. Let me see. I will start putting out some fish. I think that's a good idea. I think I first will put a fish in the sunlight section over here so that I can start getting this activated. This one cost an egg, which is a little sad, but has to be done.
I think they're like eating other fish's eggs.
They're totally eating other fish's eggs.
Welcome to the circle of life.
Fish, yes.
My fish in my aquarium eat their own young. So I know that other fish are eating them.
That's strange. I'm like, what fish did you have as a kid? Like I remember having a fish tank as a kid.
Yeah.
But I don't. They were like the little
We had
tiny
like little
guys.
guppies.
Guppies, maybe?
and-
Yeah, like they were little yellow ones, but they weren't
Oh.
goldfish. Like little tiny, like 25-cent from the pet store.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Little ones.
All
They
right.
live for a week and that's
Yeah.
all.
I'm
Yeah.
going to play a smooth cheek lantern fish. We'll put him here in the sunlight zone. When played, I gained 2 eggs, which is good because I was low on eggs because I hatched them all.
Yes, we feel so bad for you.
I'm so
And
sad.
then
I'm so sad.
2 cards from the deck. Oh, I got an anchovy and a bearded sea devil.
That's so ugly. What is it? Where's my sea devil thing? This is a spiny sea devil. Oh my.
Okay, I'm going to play a fish. Move my scuba diver on the right spot. I'm going to play my Pacific sardine, which has to go in the light section. It costs me 3 cards, but I do get 2, I get to hatch 2 fish, and I did get 2 pearls, but I can do those in any order. So I'm going to hatch this one and this one and place 2 fish eggs on them.
Wow,
So I
look
get
at these
them later.
really, y'all have great, I wish I had some great abilities. Maybe I should ask, what is this ability?
So at the end of the game, you get to place a fish on one of the top spots.
Just for free? So I need to leave it open.
Well,
Or
you do
can
have
replace
to.
it.
You do
Or I can
have
replace
to pay for the fish still.
Oh, okay.
But it'd be
But
one
It's just
time
like
a
an
turn.
extra action or something.
Right. It gives you a free,
Okay.
additional action at the end of the game.
In case you hadn't noticed, I have 2 medium fish. Melissa has 3 medium fish currently as we start this week too.
Okay. I've got 2, so I'm not so far behind. I will play. I think I'm gonna lay down a fish. I think I'm gonna try this hogfish. And he needs to go in the sunshine. And I'm gonna put him somewhere. I don't know. Probably, I don't know. I don't know if it matters a whole lot at the moment. But I'm quickly losing all of my young.
You gotta pay for them somehow.
I know, yeah. And I'm gonna discard these two. And when I played, I get to take 2 from the discard. So there they are back.
Zombie fish.
You got nothing else.
And then I think I will move this down here because I have the move action.
Kitty is a fish necromancer.
Right. Right. I am reviving those fish. I will have an army of undead fish very soon.
I'm gonna go diving for some more cards. So I have a fish in that area. I get to draw a card. A Mediterranean damselfish. I have one here, so I get to draw another card. A tripod fish.
Oh, weird.
One there.
I've heard of them at least.
So another card. Elsman's whip nose.
What?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
It's got a
Elsman's
really...
whip nose.
It does have a whip
It
on
has
its
a whip nose. It does.
It's got a whip on it.
At least it's well named.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna
Clever.
dig a fish out of my discard pile.
I am even more card poor than you, so I'm doing the same thing. Diving down the first column, I have a card. Second column, a card. Everyone gets to have a fish egg.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And another card. And then one from the deceased dead pile.
That's it. Young. Okay. Hey, Diff.
Maybe I should put this over here. Hey. All right. On my turn, I'm going to try to lay out something else. I've got a paint spotted moray.
It's amore.
Yes, it's a moray. And I got to pay 2 eggs. I wish I had some better abilities that I was going to get from these things. Maybe I should play this one first. I should do this. I'm going to do it. All right. I'm going to play this one. And I don't know. Scholar? I don't know how to say that one. That's an interesting one. He's going to come down in here. Now, can I put this underneath here? Or what happens to...
It's fine. The tokens will stay there.
the
So you
tokens
can
stay? Okay.
Mhm. So it's a bigger fish gobbling on top of the smaller printed fish.
Right. Which I can do, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to do that. I have to discard one. Let's discard my sea devil. And then I'm going to have to eat 2 of the eggs.
Mhm.
But there it is. But when it's played, I put eggs on all my fish. I
Large
think.
fish.
Oh, shoot.
Which is 2 of them.
Missed opportunity. I did not see that. I was just like, oh, that's on all the fish. That
Yes, usually it will.
That's very clearly large fish, according to iconography. I just didn't catch it.
And again, this is Katie's first game.
Yes,
so-
absolutely.
Hey, you caught it now.
Yeah, that's true. It wasn't a horrible mistake. So,
All right, I'm going to play a fish. I'm going to play the Mediterranean damselfish. I can say this. It costs a young. He
Bye-bye.
ate a little fishy, and now he's in the ocean.
Do you want to talk
wow.
about the border on that card?
So-
I think it's the first one.
oh
Yes, there was one
yeah,
earlier,
yeah.
but some of the cards have a border that determines which column they can go in. So this one's purple. I have to put it in the purple columm, and it has the sun, so it has to go in the top
one of those
sunlight
3
zone
spots then.
of the purple column.
He has some very specific water needs, environmental neans. We
Okay.
currently have a fish tank at our house, and we have neon tetras and balloon mollies, and 2 regular mollies. But we enjoy them, and they're not super hard to take care of. But changing out the water and cleaning out the stuff is a little bit time consuming. It's not difficult, but it's time consuming.
Ooh, so Hannah, tell us what just happened there.
I played a abysmal Hallowsort fish in the depths. And so when I played it, I can play an additional card at cost in the very bottom depths of the ocean section.
Ooh.
And I still have to pay its cost. So a card and 2 eggs are going away, but I did get to place 2 cards this turn that both happened to be medium.
Oh,
nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8 cards. One of them is a medium currently.
Yes, and now we need to fight for some young, I think, eventually here.
Okay. All right. I am going to... I'm going to play another fish, I think. Oh, is that a good idea? I don't know.
It is now.
Yeah, I don't know. No, maybe I'm going to take that back. I think what I'll do first then is I'm going to come over here and do this where I go diving. And I'm going to get an egg. And then I am going to come here and get another egg. And then I'm going to come all the way down here and get another egg.
Yet another egg. So it's okay that you've been spending them.
Yeah. Had a lot of hungry fish.
It's not hungry, hungry hippo. It's hungry, hungry fish.
Yes.
All right. I am going to play a fish. I have a haddock. Fortunately, I don't have many that go down in the bottom sections.
At least Hannah's got them
at least ones that I actually
Those ugly ones do tend to be in the dark.
That's true. That's true. Nobody knows they're super ugly unless you go down there with a flashlight.
Yes.
So I'm going to play my haddock. He eats 2 fishy eggs, and I have to discard a card. Whip Nose is going to go into the discard pile.
All right, I am also going to play a fish. I'm going to play my Chinese trumpet fish for a card, which I now have no more of, and a egg.
Ooh.
And it is game end where I get to put eggs on all of my medium fish at the end of the
that's
thing,
nice.
which I have a lot, but those will be 1 point each. So eggs will be 1 point at the end of the game, so it might give me some extra points there right at the end.
Right, nice.
And it's pretty. It
is.
Look
It
at
is
bright fluorescent yellow.
It's fun. It's a fun looking fish. All right, sprucing up your
I'm not
board
even
a little
going to try
bit.
to do the Latin little words underneath. Absolutely not.
All right, I'm going to dive, and I get a card, and I get a where everybody gets a card.
Oh, thank you.
Is this an optional thing?
I mean,
We can choose to not take the thing, but it would always activate if you dive.
So
Okay.
you can choose not to take it, but Hannah and I would still get the option.
Oh, okay. But
We
I mean,
can't deny people.
I can't choose not to activate it. I can't be like,
Correct.
nah, I'm skipping that fish for now. Okay.
Oh
And I get another card. Ooh, I got a whale shark. This is exciting.
Ooh, how big is that one?
2,000 centimeters.
Yeah, it could eat anything.
Yeah, I don't know. It says that it's got 2 of the predator
Ooh,
symbols on
he
it.
eats a school.
Look at
Yes.
my white sucker fish and how it attaches itself with
Oh,
the roof of it.
so weird.
It's so weird. I've never seen some of these, that's for sure.
All right. Oh, I just got a sucker fish too.
Shark sucker.
A shark sucker.
These names.
It's a live shark sucker.
Now we can. He's on the overhead.
I will say names I did not expect to say tonight was shark sucker and sucker fish.
There it is, though. And then come down and I can retrieve this one. Just so y'all know, I never have a discard pile.
That is not fair. I am very card poor over here.
Poor Hannah has
I'm
one
like-
card, the rest of us.
So many cards.
All right, I'm going to dive down the egg corridor. So I get to lay an egg. I can move something, and I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna move the school down in the
Out of the
bottom,
way.
out of the way, so he's not interfering with other fishies. This one lets me lay an egg. I have a fish here, so I can lay another egg. Go. No fish in the bottom, but there is that extra egg for my first diver there. Eggs galore.
Okay. Oh. That one just starts consuming fish. I am going to have to dive for guards because I am guard boar. So a guard from the first section. Card from the second section. Everybody gets an egg.
Ooh.
Eggs for everybody, I feel like.
I got so
Full
many
of
eggs.
And another card, but I don't get one from the bottom.
Oh, because you've already,
And that is my turn. We have our final turn of week 2.
Ooh, okay, let me ask about this card in particular. It's got this as a benefit. I can tuck 2 cards from my hand underneath.
Underneath it, they have to be smaller.
and
then-
they are, what do they do for me?
They're
I mean,
1 point each.
Okay, so it's just a point to do that. Okay. Okay, okay. I was sitting here going, why would I want to do that? But now I understand. Okay. Oh, do I want to hatch some things? Do I want to put some things out? I don't know.
I don't have any more medium fish in my display.
I'm gonna go I'm gonna lay down a fish. No, that's just a terrible. I want to do that one, but
It's not the time.
the benefit is not great. That one has the same benefit. That's not great. I guess I could do this. I have to find some small fish to tuck under there.
How many medium fish do you have, Hannah?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 medium fish.
Which is the goal for this end
For
of
this
this week?
Right. I need to find some short fish to go under this one. These go in the midnight zone. I want to have those available. Do it. Okay. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do the live shark sucker.
Ooh.
And he's gonna go somewhere up here. And I'm tucking 2 smaller fish underneath for points. And he costs 2 eggs. Thank you, Hannah.
You're welcome. I'll get you some more. Don't worry.
I'm going to spend my last diver and go diving in the right column, which lets me hatch a fish. And come here. All players get a card.
Oh,
You can-
nice.
Another one. Do I need you? Not yet. You can go up there, Mr. Greenland Shark.
All right. I get to hatch 1 plus 2. I get to hatch 3.
It's a good thing you... Oh,
1,
look at all those young she has setting herself
2.
up for week 3.
Yeah, I know. I'm
3.
gonna have to figure out how to hatch a whole bunch of eggs.
And then I get to move 1. I think I'm just gonna make a school for now, even though young is the thing
I
for
think
the
there's
next.
a chance to get more. All right. For my last one, I will be building a card. But I have to first... This one's cost... This deep sea lizardfish.
Oh my, weird name on that
I
one.
know, right? It needs to go on one of the bottom 2 sections. It has to eat a fish. I have to place it on top of I have to eat it young, and I have to place it on top of a fish
That is smaller.
that is
than-
smaller than 65. And I am pretty sure
The printed fish on the
the
board
printed
also
fish
counts.
do count. I'm just trying to decide where I want to place him because I want him for the rest of the game. Okay, so you're going to eat this one. When played, all players can hatch a fish and move a hatchling or school.
Everybody? Wow. So generous,
I know.
Anna.
I know.
This little school's gonna come down here.
Well, in my head, it's worth points now, and it's worth 8 points at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm okay being
Reasonable.
kind. All right. Since that is the end of week 2, we're going to count out the number of medium fish we have. I have 6 medium fish.
A 4.
I have 4.
Okay, so 4 times 2 is 8 for both of you.
Whoa, times 2.
Well, 2 points per
2
medium
points.
fish.
I didn't
And
take
I
note
had-
of that. I thought it was 1 each. I'm going
I
to try
have
harder.
6 times 2 is 12 plus 3, so that's 15.
Whoa.
I'm making up for my 1 point from round 1.
Yeah.
So we're now at, I have 16, and Katie has, I have 16, Katie has 16, and Melissa has 11. Going into week 3 as we recollect all of our scuba. They're going back up to the top. Back
Okay.
up. Fishing for islands. And we're halfway through the game.
Ooh.
That's it. Are you ready? Are you ready to
Oh,
get your
and
end
then
game?
the first player,
Oh,
which means
Passes?
I'm first.
We
Yes.
want those young this time. 3 points
All right,
for
what-
every young you have.
at
That's
the
a
end
lot.
of
That's a lot.
all right, so what about in week 4? What is it?
All
Activate.
the yellow
That's
endgame
the
abilities.
only thing that
yeah,
happens.
because
There's no extra stuff.
some of the yellows are actions, some of them are end game scoring.
Okay.
There's no special goal. All right. I should have been thinking.
Okay. I've noticed this whale shark it has to consume a school of fish to
That
be able
is-
to come out on the board.
That is hard.
That is hard. It's harsh, but I will say the whale shark is 12 points if you can get him out.
Wow. So you eat 6 points and get 12.
So you double your
Yes.
points. Yeah.
All right.
That might be worth
I'm
it.
going to play an Atlantic sailfish. Where do I want this? Has to
Oh,
go in
that's
the
a cool
top
looking one.
section. It's gonna eat a poor little young and a egg. But he is worth 8 points at the end, and I get 3 cards.
I do feel like I've been extremely card poor, even though I was trying to set myself up to have all the cards. But I also, are you done with your turn,
I am done.
Melissa?
Yes.
I'm also going to hatch a fish, place out a fish card. I'm going to place my silver light fish here in the bottom. That's going to be nice for all you guys eventually. I am going to pay 2 cards for it. And that is my turn for my silver light fish.
Ugh.
We want young this turn, Katie.
I know.
We want young.
And all of my things are like, eat some baby fish.
Eat them! Eat them!
It's good for you.
Eat the baby fish. Okay, I'm going to come here. I'm going to hatch some eggs. Hatch this egg. Skip all over that. I come here. I get to hatch another egg. Do that. And then I get to move some things around. I don't think I want to make schools right now. I'm just
Those are a lot of points.
Ooh.
3 points per little fish. That's a
I
lot.
know.
But you want to set yourself up so they're near each other so
For
that you
later.
can turn them all into schools next week.
right.
Even though that sounds weird to say. But
Yeah.
next week, next round.
Ooh,
All right.
the decisions. We are playing with the variable goal side of the board, and there's lots of different tokens that you can use.
And then I'm going to come down here, and that's another movement. I think I'll move that there. So it's not going to make a school.
Yet. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And it is nice that you're not forced to move young onto other...
Yeah.
You just can't move through without making a school.
All right. I have a ton of fish in front of me, but none of them are ones that I'm super excited about putting down right now. So I'm going to go diving. I'm going to dive here and lay an egg. I have like everybody powers. Just checking since everything.
Not this turn, but I do have lots of everybody powers, but it's not happening yet.
Yeah.
I can move something. I'm going to move 2 here. That one there. I can lay another egg. There. I can lay an egg. And then nothing in here. Oh, that's what I was going to do it in a different order. Oh well. And then I get to lay another egg.
At least you have the fish spaces to do it all.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm planting another card.
Planting a fish.
Hatching.
Wow.
I'm hatching a fish.
She's
I
playing
worked
her
all
fish.
day
Playing
and
a
then came
fish.
here. I'm playing my grid eye fish on the
So near the bottom.
for 2.
Wow.
I have to pay 2, but I get to hatch an egg on each of my bottom fish, which is
lay an egg.
Lay an egg, which is why I did.
At least you're calling them
I'm
eggs,
sorry.
not pearls.
I have, they look like little pearls to me. They have the little stop there. I get to play a pearl, hatch, and whatever. I get to play an egg on each one of my bottom cards since I did that in that order. And that is my turn. And now I've got to try to hatch some stuff.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna play this. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
This one is 3 points if there's a fish under this one.
Yes.
Even a pre-printed fish would
I
count
believe
towards
a
that?
pre-printed fish would count.
Okay.
That would be a yes.
All right. I think I want to do this. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to have him munch that fish. And that was his only cost, is he had to lay over another fish, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I get to put one paying its cost in the green
Yes.
area,
Mm-hmm.
correct? Okay. And what do I want to play there? I didn't think this through. All of these eat up eggs.
I know. It's the order, and you got to think of the order of which way you want to do it, so you have eggs to hatch.
Yeah. I reckon I'll put a moray. No, maybe I'll do this one. It's worth a little more points, I think. Do this. I have to pay a card. What do I want to do? I'll do a sturgeon. Doesn't matter. I'll get him back.
Katie knows how to get those fish back out of there.
I do not, that's for sure.
And then these two, those 2 eggs. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I played a salmon instead.
All right, I am, for the third turn of week 3, I'm going to play a large tooth flounder.
Of course you are.
Because,
You know, and I'm going to put him over this guy, I think, because I still have places for eggs.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to cost 3 cards. I have lots of cards, so...
Joe, you have so many, you have some in your hand, you don't even have room to lay down.
None
1,
currently.
2, 3 cards into my personal discard pile, and he has a game end power, so nothing happens currently.
All right.
Okay.
So I have no cards, but I'm just going diving down this purple track. I'm getting a I'm getting an egg. Sorry. I'm like, what are these things called? All players can hatch.
Oh, that would have been great if I
An
hadn't
egg.
just killed all my eggs.
I have an egg. I can get another one. Another one. Everyone can move a fish if they would like to. A little hatchling. And then all players can, or I guess that was that just me? That one was me. Everyone can hatch one.
Oh, I don't move.
You don't
Moving was
move,
not
but
it.
everyone can hatch one.
Well, if I had
kind
known
of
that's what you
me.
were going to be doing, I would have kept my eggs.
Well, that's kind of the idea. And then I'm getting one more egg, and that is my turn.
Okay, wow. So many eggs to hatch over there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, oh, it's my turn. All right, well, I'm going to go throw out some eggs. Now that I'm late to the game, I'm going to get an egg there. No abilities. I'm going to do an egg there. No abilities. No fish there, unfortunately, but an extra egg because of that.
I know, it's like, how many? Okay.
This is worth it. Dun, dun, dun.
And now we're fighting for numbers of...
I know, it's like this is going to let other people lay eggs. Ooh.
I have helped you lay so many eggs, Melissa. It would be nice if you helped me
But
back.
he's gonna munch one of my young.
Oh.
Yes.
3 points on this round. Do it.
All right, it's the bearded sea devil.
Obviously.
Oh.
How
He's gonna
devilish.
take 2 of my cards. And a young. When played, all players can lay an egg.
would get rid of that one since it's the right one.
Well, it's
is
an
it just one
egg. I can put an egg where a young is.
Oh, that's correct.
You can lay an egg on each of your small fish.
Wow, I've got one.
I have 2.
Good job, Melissa. Oh, no, wait. There's some pre-printed
1.
ones.
I get to do that on. I get to
2.
do 2.
3, 4.
Remarkably got 3.
Oh, well, that did give me 5. Ooh, 5,
Oh wow.
6. I think that gave me
Wow.
6 eggs.
Oh yeah.
My
You helped
goodness.
yourself plenty on that one. There we go. All right.
That was my turn. That was the
I-
bearded sea devil.
Y'all both have made some amazing turns this round, and I'm like,
I'm-
wow, I feel so behind.
Yeah. Well, I had forgotten about the pre-printed ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm diving down that middle column again.
Oh, we're gonna all hatch some eggs together.
Eggs together. You're welcome. All right.
Hit
All
us a
players
helper.
can hatch an egg.
Woo!
All right.
I
let's
get
see.
to.
don't
get
want a school.
Another egg. Okay, and another egg. So many eggs. And then I can move something if I want to. Don't believe I want to. Everyone can hatch an egg.
Woo!
I'm so kind.
Oh my goodness!
There we go.
all the egg hatching.
Yep, the hatcheries have happening.
All right, it's my turn, and I am going to get eggs or hatch eggs. I got a lot of eggs. It's gonna take me 2 to hatch. Do you have any abilities that are gonna let me hatch? You're probably not. You're probably spending your
only
next
if I
2
go down the middle.
hatching.
If I go down the middle aisle, then I keep doing what I'm doing.
Wow. But
I'm also helping you every time I do.
I bet you're not gonna do that again. That's my bet.
Because it's equal.
yeah.
But
it's equal
I
for
also
you.
have no cards.
So you're not putting out fish. Okay. Whew. All right. I think I'm gonna have to go hatch some eggs. I'm gonna hatch here, and
How many? I probably
I'm
did
gonna
3.
hatch
There we
here.
go.
2,
And then
4.
nothing.
Was I the
There.
start player
Yes.
this round? Okay.
All right, Melissa.
So I should only have 2 people
it's
left.
to you.
All right. 2 actions left. I'm going to come down the hatching section. So I'm going to hatch an egg. All players get a card.
Ooh. There you go. We'll get a clownfish.
Aw, I have a short spine spur dog.
What? Huh.
That's fun.
Short spine spur dog.
Wow.
Then I come to this, which gives me 3 hatches because I have.
Of course it does.
Of course.
activated.
Yes.
It would have been a
1,
nice card to have gotten.
2.
I know. None of mine help me in that
You
sort of
still
way
get
at
3.
all.
3 points per young, though.
3.
Like, all right.
And then a move.
Move them 2 together. Get 2 together so you can push them all together next time. Oh, you are so set up for that.
Yes. She is.
I don't want to let you all hatch 2 more because I know I'm behind in young. I think I'm going to have to go down, diving down. The first one to get more cards. I get a card. I get a card. Everyone gets a egg.
Wow.
So nice.
You are.
It's too nice. I get another card. And then I get to raise from the dead.
Egg.
Wow. I need to think about how I'm gonna make all
Move
this
them
work.
later.
Oh goodness.
Move them to make schools.
Yeah.
That's that. Now we're gonna spend all of our time.
Figuring that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going. Which one do I?
What do I want to do on my last turn?
All right. It's my turn, and I'm going to go hatch some eggs. Hatch this one. And hatch that one. And I really wish I could be moving some fish. I gotta get something down there.
I have the Finspan fish. It's a sail fin flying fish. It's the box cover
It
fish.
is the box cover fish.
Get like special points for that.
I should. I think that.
All right, so if I were to hatch, I would create a school, which I don't want to do that. I could just hatch 3. Katie has another turn. She only has 1. Okay, 1. I'm counting how many young. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Katie has 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I only have 5.
But she only has 1 egg left.
I only have 1 egg.
I think I'm going to play a card, the short spine spur dog.
That is so. Oh, she's getting a young from that one.
Which will give me a young.
And she's not spending a young to make it.
I do have to spend 2 cards. I need to start getting stuff out of my discard pile. I need Katie's cards.
Wow. That's crazy.
I'm gonna put him under over this. So now Katie and I are tied. We would both get the bonus points if we stay tied.
So friendly ties.
Yes. I'm gonna put out my. A card. Put out this giant devil ray.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It costs me a card,
Oh, but you get 2 young.
a egg, and a young.
But you get 2 young.
But I get 2 young, so I'm gonna just keep them.
Might as well put them in the same spot, right?
Well, I was trying to kind of put them where I
yeah.
can hopefully.
But I mean, yes, they need to go on the same card. That makes the most sense.
Trying to later hopefully.
No, mine
Get
are all,
something
mine are all
happen.
really spread out.
something
This
happen.
is really unusual to have so many young, but
Only
it's because of the
that.
goal.
All right.
Right.
So we have come to the end.
Oh, I got
Katie's
one
still
more
one
turn.
Katie has a turn.
And then I
One
will.
turn.
Can you get? Well, you both are getting the 3 points, but can you
I don't think I can do anything to get more. I have ones that cost young, but none that's gonna give me young. What am I gonna do with my last turn then? I can lay eggs, which isn't bad, or could get cards, which also isn't bad.
Ah, the decisions as it comes down.
I could lay my clownfish. That's not a bad idea. I'm gonna lay this clownfish down. I need to just figure out how I'm gonna make that happen. Yeah, and then I have to just pay 2 of these. I'm gonna pay those 2.
All right. End of week 3. I have 6 young. You have
I believe 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10.
So you both are getting 33 points.
Woo!
30 points plus the extra 3.
Are these
And I'm only getting 24.
listed as like
Right?
week
No, 18.
2?
6 times 3 is 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maths.
But math late at night, although I guess it's not super late.
It is
It's only
for me.
8.
I've been working all day.
Was it just happenstance that it was 1, 2, and 3 here?
I think you're supposed to put the 1s on the 1 and the 2s on the 2s and the
Okay.
3 on the 3.
Bring your
But there's
scuba.
lots of options.
Okay.
Bring your scuba peoples home.
Yes, week 4, there is no special goal that we are going towards for this week. Diver overboard.
Just trying to finish it out strong, I guess.
Instead of, sorry.
You're fine.
It's you, Hannah.
thank you.
Instead, we will activate our game end powers and scoring at the end of week 4, instead of having a special scoring goal.
Correct. I
Okay.
will be starting. I will be starting with placing a card out because I would like to activate him. And I will put him up here. And it will cost me an egg. That is okay. That's okay. Okay. And I put out my Bangai cardinal fish.
Oh.
Bang.
Oh, it looks kind of like an
Yeah.
angel fish.
It does. He's nice. I've definitely seen those in like fish tanks and whatnot.
It's an endangered fish because it's very popular in aquariums.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. I think
Oh, while you're thinking, someone asked to show the achievement board.
these these are different, like they have different options. This were just a random setup we did.
So we have week 3. It says young. It has 3 points. So we're doing 3 points per young. And Katie and I both had 10 young. And then the 3 points for the bonus.
Thank you.
Unless you think we have scored that incorrectly. But
I don't
it
think
looks
so.
like 3 points to me.
Right. I agree. I'm diving. I gave everybody a card.
Oh, thank you.
I got another card. I got down here and I'm retrieving one of these.
Hey, Matt. Thanks for joining. We are starting week 4, so the last round of the game.
The only thing I could think of is it just 3 points or is it 3 points per young? This one was for each of them. Would it be still for each of them? Yep. Then yes, we did score it right.
All right, you went diving and got cards. I believe I'm going to do the same thing because I want options here in this last round. So I'm going diving. I get 1 card for this top section, 1 card for the medium section, 1 card for the bottom section, and then 1 out of my discard. Hannah?
Orders matter. Orders matter.
I know. I'm like, ooh, this is coming down. Like, I really got to do this in the right way.
Ooh.
I know. I think. Now I'm like, am I even looking for more cards or just diving a bunch to see what happens at this point?
The last,
remembering
5 turns now.
I know.
Yes,
Like, what am I going to
happens.
do?
I am going to take, I'm going to put my card out. This is the Mahi Mahi that is both pretty and ugly. I don't understand how that works.
Pretty ugly
Yes,
Mahi
it's
Mahi?
got such gorgeous coloring, but oh my goodness, his face. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna pick a card, but I do have to spend 2 eggs for that. I'm still thinking pearls, but that's okay. And that would be my turn.
All of my fish are so expensive. But I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to do this one. I'm going to pay for this fish, put that over there, and then I have to get rid of 2, and I think I decided this was a dumb one. So he needs to go, and this guy is not helping me a lot, so I'm going to put him back too. And then I'm going to play him somewhere, right here I guess. And then when played, I get to put an egg on all of my medium fish.
Nice. Ooh, very nice.
Which could have... Oh, that's actually a lot.
There you go.
Thinking it was less than that, but wow, okay. All of my fish I want to use costs like a bunch of eggs. I gotta do something about that.
All right, I'm going to play a stoplight loose jaw.
Wow. I think they just put that in a random word generator. That is a random word generator fish.
So I took it up there. It cost me a card to my discard pile.
And not like you have any young despair.
And which one? That one. But then I get 3 movements.
No, oh look, that's 3 schools of fish. That is like 18 points right there.
That one is 1.
See, I told you.
That one.
Schools of fish.
Is 2.
Yep.
She did tell me before it started. She's like, Melissa had a bunch of schools of fish at the end of the last game. And I was like, okay, cool. Did Melissa win? She's like, yes, Melissa was. Like, oh, okay.
She snuck up behind us and all of a sudden had all those points from schools of fish. You get one more.
I get 1 more. And I'm actually... Wish I had done this a different way.
That's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with her wishing things were different.
Me too.
All right. I'm going to move this one there.
I was too generous with my all players get to do the same thing.
You did
one.
lots of
all players. I'm about to do some more. But I will be helping myself as well. So I'm going to go diving down the green track. So I have to remember which ones I'm hatching. I'm hatching 2. That one and that one.
Yay,
which allows me to get 2 schools.
That's what I'd like to do. But I don't know that it's going to happen.
I set myself up for it last turn. But all players get an egg.
An egg.
All players get an egg. And then I get to hatch another one, which allows me to get this one to be a school as well. And then I can move something. I'm just going to move you all down here. You can hang out there, and I don't need to move anything else. Schools of fish cannot be on top of each other, but they're all at the bottom, out of the way. There we go.
Okay. Whew, y'all had that so nicely planned out.
But now I've got to come up with something else to do.
Yeah.
Yes, each school is worth 6 at the end of the game. So
That is, it's good to
I
get
may
them
not
in.
have enough to do everything I want to do. If I do this, I'll do that. I can start. I think I need to do this thing, and then I need to do this thing, and then I've got 2 more.
Yep.
I think I can make it. Okay. I'm gonna add a fish. He's coming in here. He's gonna get rid of one of my fish. Shoot. I wasn't thinking about him getting rid of one of my fish. I want to be able to move fish around.
Oh,
yes, trying to move fish.
Oh, never mind. I can't do it. It's too expensive.
Here at the end game.
It's too expensive. Yeah, it's killing me. Okay. I'm gonna have to change directions on that.
Change.
Okay.
Oh, maybe that's it. You are correct. Is that what you messed up on?
All right, I'm gonna hatch fish. And I'm gonna hatch this one, and it makes a school. And I'm gonna hatch this one, and it's just there. These are game end things. Come here, hatch another fish. And then I come here and I can move a fish. I'm gonna move this fish.
You have a
Get another school.
Excellent.
Yay, school!
Then I'm getting to the bottom, and
The only time we're excited for
move-
school.
Oh, that was my move. No, that was the movement there.
Mm-hmm.
I can move a fish. No, I moved 2. No, I hatched 1. I moved 1. We get 1 extra
one
move.
more move.
You can move one of
make
the
another
schools all the way down or so. Oh no,
Or
the schools.
Make new school.
Make another school. Absolutely,
Get
yes.
another school. Okay.
Although you also have the trying to.
I know.
Maybe.
I gotta figure out if that may not happen.
So we have had an update on a setup. Do you want to pull that in? So when we were setting up the goals, the little lines are supposed to line up to tell you if it's a week 1, week 2, or week 3 goal. So we were able to score so many points because it was a week 1 goal that we put on week 3. We all played under the same rules,
so,
but
yeah.
for future and
But we're
as
not
you're
going to be
setting
able to
up,
break any high
Right.
scores
Yes.
using the scores we have
Absolutely.
today.
as you set up in the future. So this one also has the 2 little lines.
Oh,
and
it's ugly. It's another ugly fish.
yes, it costs a card that will go to my discard pile and an egg. I'm gonna take an egg off the haddock. And then at the end of the game, if I can have an egg, a fish, and a school of fish on this card, it's an extra 10 points.
Ooh, that's possible. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm diving down the middle section, so I'm getting an egg. All players can hatch an egg.
Oh.
I will make a school right here.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
I'm
Hannah.
so kind. I'm going to get another egg. Get another egg. Where am I putting this egg? Move something. I don't
now
think I want to
my
move anything. And then
schools.
all players can hatch an egg.
my schools are getting
Then
in the way of each other.
another egg.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Well, you know what? If I had that many schools, I'd be worried about them too.
You can get there.
Oh, okay. Can a fish, a single fish, pass through a school?
Correct.
It can.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just another school cannot.
Okay.
They swarm too much.
All right. Oh. Okay. So, I'm going to add a fish. I'm going to add a caluga. It looks a lot like a sturgeon. If somebody asked me, I would have been like, that's a sturgeon. It's not. I pay 2 and a small fish. So I'm going to pay these 2 and a small fish. Which small fish? This one, I think. And then I get to add one. I'm going to add my whale shark.
Ooh.
Nice.
And I have to pay a school to do it, though.
Wow. 12
But
points.
every player gets to add eggs on each of their ones in the green column. Each of their fish in the green column.
Oh.
Thank you.
That was only 2 for me. I'd already filled up that column. I was being so nice to you.
I
You
know.
should've warned me.
Well, I'm fine.
It's okay. I forgive you. We're trying to beat
All right.
Melissa, not each other, okay?
Oh.
Well, that changes what I was going to do because I was going to go down the lay egg column, but now I just got a bunch of eggs, so I'm going to come down the hatching column. So I am going to hatch a fish. All players get a card. Thank you.
Okay.
Look at that, wanting eggs again.
I get to hatch 3. Let me go 1, 2, 3. I get to move, and I'm going to move this school down here. So I now have the 3 elements on that card.
That's what.
And
that's
then
nice.
That
I'm
is
going
nice.
to do one more move and take this up there.
All right.
That is my turn.
I'm gonna dive down the hatchy section as well. Get to hatch this one to turn it into a school. I get to hatch another one. Which one? Which one? All players get an egg.
We all get an egg?
Yes. Then I get to hatch another one. I
Oh,
can
one
can I do
egg.
that?
No.
One egg?
One egg per
something.
fish.
Oh, I think you did say that originally.
move that up there. And then
I have a whole
that would be
bunch
my
of things.
that is my turn.
Okay. My turn. I'm going to hatch a fish. I'm going diving. Interesting fact, I do scuba dive. Not super often. Haven't been in the last few years anyway. But it is enough that I have been to a few places in a few countries and enjoy it a lot. It's a lot of fun. It's expensive though. So there's
yeah.
not a lot of scuba diving in South Carolina.
No,
Not
when you're on the western
The
side.
upstate.
No, not when you're in the
Yeah.
mountains of South
Yeah.
Carolina. So anyway, do right here. I get to hatch another one. I will do that one, and then I will come here and move.
Ooh,
There.
to get your
Yes,
goal.
to get that goal. And then that was it for that little guy.
2 turns left, huh? 2.
1. What am I doing?
Oh, yeah, Hannah has 1. Okay, I'm going to... I think this is still...
I love good, ridiculous jokes that are punny.
Oh my! Was there another one shared?
There was another
Go ahead and
one.
tell us. Tell us what it is.
Madonna wrote a song about the Kaluga. It was called Like a Sturgeon.
Oh my goodness.
I love jokes like that. Thank you so much. Those are my favorite kind.
All right, eggs are points. This guy's also points.
Like a sturgeon.
I'm gonna play
I'm gonna
the...
sing it wrong for the rest of my life now.
I know. I think I might too.
That's not now been rewritten in my brain.
I'm gonna play the Mediterranean parrotfish. Wow.
It's not that late, but I really enjoyed that. Oh, okay. Okay.
I bet Ryan is currently composing something in his head right now to like a sturgeon.
Oh, now the question is, do I dive or do I play one final
Ooh,
card?
The final turns. The final turns.
Thank you. Oh, okay.
Welcome to Ladies' Night.
I
The
got
chances,
Finspan.
so you're like, I might get another one. Someone might hatch another one for me.
I think aren't you the only person that allows other people to hatch eggs?
Probably.
I think you're the only person who does that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I have a total of 2 everybody powers, and one of them was a when played.
Yeah.
Mine is the only one I have is gives cards.
And I have like 3 that give everyone to
Oh, I did this one where everybody got eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but what's going to give me the most points? That gives me,
I know. I'm like,
I
oof.
don't know if that is more points than 4.
And the little fish are worth 1 point each.
Yes.
Okay.
Eggs and little fish are 1 point
I
each.
think I'm not calculating well in my brain. That is 2 points. Okay, I think I'm going to play the card. As my final turn, I'm going to play this Atlantic mackerel. Absolutely. I'm going to play the Atlantic mackerel. Pay the sailfin flying fish. I apologize. Box cover that I did not use you. I'm going to pick up 2 of these eggs because I have to pay for them. But I would have gotten it if I could have activated it. But I'll be able to play eggs on each of my medium-sized fish at the game end. So I was trying to get rid of the correct ones. So
It's kind of like spend the eggs from the places where you're gonna get eggs.
that's what we'll see. We will see if it works. All right, that is my turn. That was my game. I am only to calculate.
Hannah was very deep fish
Yes.
heavy.
Yeah.
Katie has no deep fish.
I have no deep fish.
Live in the sunshine. It's okay.
I finally got a few near the end.
They got all thrown into my discard pile. I had things that could have been deep, like the whale shark can go in any of them. But I played it as a part of this where it had to go in the stream area. So I suppose he doesn't get to move down at all. I think the only thing that makes sense for me is hatching fish. Nope. I don't know.
If you can get them into a school, it makes sense.
If
If
it
not,
doesn't-
they're worth the same points.
I can get one into a school.
That's,
I
3
can-
to 6 points.
All right. So yeah. So it'll be 3 points if I go there. It'll be 1, 2, 3 points if I go there.
Right?
Right.
That's the hard part, is the calculations of what gives you more points but doesn't allow other people. I wasn't going to let you guys hatch things when you had turns after me.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I don't know that that's that great. I think I'm gonna hatch.
This hatching 3 right there
I'm
was
gonna
great.
hatch because I think it makes sense to hatch.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to hatch
Dive.
this one. And I'm going to hatch. No, I have to hatch that one. I have to hatch. And I'll hatch this one, I think.
And then you can move it.
And then I can.
No, she doesn't
No?
have. Oh,
This
yeah.
moves.
Yeah, her
Yes.
card.
I have a
gives her the
special
move.
card for moving.
That moves it down.
But. Yep, that makes sense. Okay. I'm trying to think. So I've got one
Phew.
last thing. No. because I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that turns into a school.
Turns into a school.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was it.
Yep.
For that.
Last
All right.
turn.
Even though I really don't have hardly anything to hatch, and I can hatch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things, I'm only hatching 1.
Yep, because you want to keep that
But
one.
I'm making that a school.
I told you schools. She's going to have so many schools.
And all players get a card.
It matters.
It does matter.
It matters. I want to see what I got. I want to look at the card. My black cardinal fish.
That would have been cool. A giant manta ray.
Ooh, that is really
You
cool.
can put your 3 young all in the same spot and make an immediate
Wow.
school if you
Ooh,
want.
that would be nice.
That would have been nice a little earlier.
Yep.
Let's see. I can move something. I don't know that it really matters.
Two little young could be together. They could
They
hang out.
can be friends.
Yeah, they're little fishies swimming.
Fishy friends with the headache.
Okay. That is it. Now we have to do our game end adding on things.
So activating yellow powers first. So ones that have
so many
power.
So many.
I have one that lets me lay eggs on fish in my green column.
That's really
I
nice.
have eggs on all of my bluefin fish, and then eggs on all of my medium size.
Oh, that's
fish.
so nice.
So
I'm
that
going
was
to eat
an
up a
additional
thing.
8 points for me.
So what was that?
That's from this. In the game, I get to add one to that
Okay.
stream thing. And then that lets me add some eggs. But only
Alright.
on my...
Predators?
Yes. On each tooth. Do I get 2? Because 2 teeth?
No, because each fish can only have one
Oh, I
egg.
keep forgetting that.
Yes.
That's not accurate either. Fish lay hundreds of eggs.
The one egg token represents all of the
Yes.
eggs of the fish.
Okay, I guess that makes sense. All right, I'll go with that. There weren't that many. I didn't have that many predator fish. Okay.
All right. Now, the first thing we're doing is the game end points in yellow. If you've done the activation, how many
I
points?
have 10 points because I have a young, an egg, and a school.
Katie, are you getting any points from yellow?
6.
I am not getting any points from yellow. They just let me put things out. Points printed on visible fish.
All right,
Okay.
so I'm going to...
Please bear with us as I think I'm gonna use my calculator.
If you want my score to be accurate, I'll use my calculator.
Yeah, I
if you
would-
don't care what my score is, I can add it up in my head.
We care. Where is my calculator? We care.
what are all these 1-point fish?
Absolutely.
This is the gripping part of the show.
Right.
Where we calculate things.
If you want to stick around and find out who won, please bear with us.
So, Katie, what is the most interesting thing that you've seen while snorkeling?
Ooh, there were, I don't know what people would consider interesting. I've seen things like turtles and stuff. One of the things I thought was super interesting was a moray eel. Because it was, like
Ooh.
just around a coral, like it was like, we were traveling like around a big piece of like coral that was really built up. And it came out right as I was rounding the curve, and it went right in my face.
Jump scare.
It was a bit of a jump scare, and I was
And
like,
they're kind of ugly.
oh, they are very ugly. It felt like a bunch of teeth right in my mask.
Oh no, that's terrifying.
So that was pretty exciting. We did a few like wreck dives where you could see like wreck boats that were wrecked, and that was fun. I really wanted to see seahorses. We went on a dive hoping to see seahorses, but we just didn't get to see any that time.
I'll stick to aquariums.
Yeah.
I have 53 points.
I have 65 points. We
from
made
the
you talk
fishies.
from the fishies.
Sorry.
I have 61.
Okay. Now I need to know how many eggs you have.
So many.
11. I have 11 eggs.
6.
6, Katie?
5.
5. Now how many young?
2.
2. Melissa?
Did I?
4.
Oh, yes, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like, did I
All
not
right.
do a
Now,
skill there?
now we have to count by 6s. How many schools do you have? And then times it by 6. I have 4 times 6 is 24.
Mm-hmm.
Melissa?
6
Times 6 is 36.
I also have 24.
This is math class. Okay. Now, consumed fish. Those are your fish cards
Yep.
underneath. I have none.
Well, I believe you can count
Do I
the
count
printed.
the printed ones?
If we all do it the same way.
Okay. Then I have 2 points.
Whoa.
3. There's 3.
It's
3
1
points.
per thing?
Yep.
There, yeah.
Okay. 1, 4, 5, 6, I guess. Is there one over here? 7.
7. Wow. All right. Please bear with me one moment. Talks amongst yourselves while I add up these scores.
So, yes, the consumed fish are kind of like the tucked cards in Wingspan or Wormspan, where it's 1 point each for a card underneath. We didn't do a lot of it, but you can always choose to place a fish on top of another fish if the new fish is larger. So you can always consume.
Yeah.
Some fish require that you do that as part of their cost, but
Yeah.
it is an option to play over
Say,
fish.
I did that at the very end. I had this one that I just barely was big enough. It's 10 centimeters larger. And I wish there had been a major point difference, but there was not.
Yeah, I put these 1 points down because I wanted the when played, and I thought, well, at some point I could cover them over,
Right.
if I
you
needed to.
Yeah. I did have this one that allowed the tuck initially.
Oh, so you get some underneath
Yep.
when you begin.
Yep.
Yeah, I had one that I didn't play it, but I considered it, that at the end of the game you can tuck fish under it, but it does require that you keep fish in your hand.
Yeah.
That will be smaller.
Small enough to go under. Yeah.
All right. We have a very close game, but not for me. But we have a very close game. So I ended up in 3rd place with 138 points. Katie with 154 came in
my.
2nd. And that leaves us with Melissa in 1st with 156.
Whoa.
There was only 2 points between you.
My
Wow.
goodness. And we know it's pretty accurate because we used our phones.
Yeah.
So I think, Hannah, you get the award for probably most fish out
Yeah.
on the board.
And ugliest.
And your ugliest
and you were
fish,
the most
yeah.
helpful player.
Absolutely.
Because you
Most
had lots
helpful
of all
player.
player.
That lost herself the game because she helped too many other people.
I know. Well, I didn't have any of those abilities. Like, I just didn't. It wasn't something that I had. Like, none of my fish had that.
There is a part of this game where it just depends on what cards you draw that'll just affect your game. Melissa's this card doing the 3
hatching.
hatching. That was an excellent place to put it, and that was a great card for you to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we do want to again say that we had the 3 points per young on the 3rd week. It should have been on the 1st week, so our scores are a little high because of that. And I also want to, again, thank Stonemeyer Games for sponsoring this video and giving us the opportunity to share our playthrough with you all. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let us know if you played Finspan and what you think about it.
Bye.